Hi everyone. Well, little delay getting on here than I was planning. I was just fine tuning my guitar and boom, string goes. That does not happen to me very often, but it did happen today. So it is what it is. So if you're okay, I'll put a new set of strings on. Plus, I'm going to be putting another new set of strings on in a couple weeks because I'm having a concert on November 23rd here in Langley at the Pacific Aldergrove, and it's also going to be live stream as well. So, if you're not here locally to come in person, you can watch it virtually. Same price for both. You'll see it pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Is where all the information is, and it'll be done in a Zoom room for the for live stream, and then it'll be um, put into a private group, which will remain up there for 48 hours. Don't know why this is just acting up now. Try this. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Junior. Whoa, Junior. Oh, okay. Maybe I got it now. There we go. So let's change this. So, I'm going to be very honest with you all. Actually, I'll speak about this in a bit. And that, but for now, my string is going to change a little bit. Okay, I did some adjustments on my saddle underneath, and we'll see where it goes. Here we go. Okay, sorry about earlier. I didn't double check my settings on Restream, and also now, and as you heard, I corrected it, so you get it all now. I'm just having a great time because I'm hearing it all. It's just picking up that signal. I think I might have resolved my issue with my top two strings. I just put a new set of strings on because as I was tuning up my guitar, I went, what? I don't break strings very often, but it does happen. And as simple as tuning in, because it's just that little, boom. Okay, let's see where we are. Everything's really quiet. Hello, Andrea. I reached out to our sister and I was checking to make sure she's okay, and she hasn't responded. I know she's in your neck of the woods. If you wouldn't mind checking on her, and just want to make sure she's okay. So I want to make sure. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back at this. Just put a new set of strings on before I come on here. Okay, let's see where we go next. Yeah, and that's what I've been doing. Just, I guess it was me reminding her that I'm here, and she doesn't have to speak or anything, as you know. And but so I'm going to be very honest with everybody. I'm a little bit angry today, just a tiny bit. Well, shit, I'm really fucking pissed off. Is I'm going to speak of the U.S. very briefly, that there's people I know, I feel there's a balance. I'm going to use that word. There we go. I'm just going to talk here because I need to speak of this. I understand there's many worlds that we have. I get that. But the one thing for me is being kind, respectful, etc., towards others. And there are women who are dying in the U.S. because they're having a miscarriage, and because of the way the state government has stated it, they can not give them any medical aid, even on a miscarriage. They're not allowed to. You have to be on death's door. And a friend of mine, she goes, no, that's not right. And she listens to stuff that's strictly on YouTube. I feel there's a balance. I feel that every person who speaks a word needs to be speaking truth and not there's just a balance. Not everything that's on YouTube is 100% truth. Not everything that's on mainstream social media, is truth. But we have common sense. And my friend, because I was not angry with her, but because she said, no, there's no women dying. I said, excuse me? I've heard these women and their husbands speaking. They wanted a family. And she was having a miscarriage. And the doctors said, I'm sorry, if I go to help you, I will be charged. And yet he took an oath, or she took an oath to help others. And especially when there's resolution, right? Women have, like, it just bothers me when people are not realizing that there's women that are dying because, DOB has been turned over in the States, and they put it back to the state government, and the problem is we get a bunch of assholes, right wing. When I say the word right wing, I'm going to be very clear here, is people who go here. They have no common sense. It's all religious, organized religion. God says this, God says that. Fuck, it's in a book. God is within every single one of us. And who made you God to decide if a woman's going to get health care or not? Who in the fuck are you? Like, I'm really pissed. Right? There's, it's because I was so angry. I'm like, okay, the only thing I know what to do is come on here and play, because that calms me down. Like, I understand there's galactic this and galactic that. I get all of that. But that does not excuse what's happening to women in the States. We have the same issue here in Canada. Instead of being the Republican, we have the Conservative Party, which is religious. They're going after my rights here in Canada. It's like, I understand things, sometimes things have to go in order to straighten out. I get all of that. But I have an issue, like I said to my friend, look, I can't say one way or the other what his purpose is here for. But he's still accountable and responsible for what he says and what he does, and how he treats people. I would not want that person in control of my body. And it's like, right now, something's regurgitating right now from, I think it was 2016, when he started to run. And this audio was captured. Nobody realized they were still mic'd. Their mics were on. They were hot, is what we call it. And here's Trump saying that he can grab any woman he wants, grab them by the pussy. They let me do it because I'm famous. Would you let your daughter near that man? Would you want your daughter to date somebody like that? Like, to me, there's, you know, I'm very spiritual, and I'll take responsibility for myself, but I'm not going to make anybody higher than I am myself. And women do matter, even though he doesn't think they do. Even the other day, he said, I'll do whatever I want to do with these women, because I know better than they. Who the fuck made you? God. Who the fuck made you, God? And this is what's happening. We are seeing the ugliness. And I woke up to a text from a friend of mine, and based on her text, I knew. I said, no. And so I turned on my TV, and sure enough. And I'm listening. And what's really sad is with the Republicans who have went on the side of the what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, it was coming, but it just sort of filtered off. To operate and as per their, not a mandate, but their, you guys can help me out with the word here, the Constitution, there we go, right? Who stand by the Constitution. And we have Republicans in with Harris for speaking about that, what they were doing there. This is not about I'm this, you're that. It's not about that. This is about democracy. And, you know, and there's so many things involved in this. This is not a black and white. And it scares the hell out of me when there's misinformation. And I've heard some of these people who go, you know, every single social media, I don't give a shit who it is, they need to be responsible. We already know that Fox, lost a suit for defamation, which cost them $800 and whatever million. They're not a newsworthy place. I want them to speak neutral. And what they're doing is giving misinformation to their people. And there's been no accountability. Maybe that's what this is all about. I don't know. But the one thing that is infuriating to me is that there's women dying. Women that, because they waited so long that, you know, they become septic and then now they can't have a baby again. Like, morality? It's just, it's gone. My heart goes out to the gay community in the States because these people are coming after them, which is me, because of their religious beliefs. And this is one thing I said to my friend the other day. I said, you know what? If you look at, Biden, He is a staunch Catholic, right to the core. But he never took his religious beliefs and projected that into his work. He kept it separate. He knew that women deserve equal rights, to be protected, on and on and on. He's a decent man. Some people look at the economy and think it's not doing good. Well, it's been going good down in the States. You know, it's just, there's so much deceptive. And there used to be accountability. If you lied, right? If you were, you know, there's people in both parties that have been caught cheating on their spouse, and they've lost their seats because of it. You know, stealing. Absolutely, Danielle. I agree so heartily with you. But it's, you know, we all, like here in Canada, we have the right to vote. And my brother Daniel, he's in a big, no, I was going to say UK. It's not UK. It's Sweden, Denmark. But it's we as on the human side of ourselves is that we have a right to vote. But something seems really off right now. Something is really, really off. Switzerland, there you go. I knew you're over there someplace. Something's really off. When a man like Trump can speak and treat people the way he does, treats women, he's already been, you know, found guilty of, you know, there's no doubt he raped her, but they couldn't go for that. They went to just a little bit lesser. Like, this guy has no morals, scruples, or values. And I hear different people and their perspectiveness of this, but I know what I hear with my own ears, what I hear with my own ears. I don't listen, and here's the thing is this, people are taking a little clip of something and take that and make it into something that it's not. Listen to the whole thing, you guys. Listen to the entire thing, then you can voice your opinion, how you feel about it. But you listen to the whole damn thing. Not somebody who's grabbed a little clip here and say, she said this for that. But that is not what she said. That is not what she said at all. And this whole manipulation that's happening, we need to put a stop to it because it starts with us as individuals. Right? Our governments are corrupt. I don't give a shit where you're at in the world. Every single government is corrupt in some level. I had he's still a Republican, but he was a representative in the States. And I said this to a couple people, you know, the last while. And he said exactly what I said. And yeah, his name's Jolly. And he said that the problem is that the lobbyists are giving money to these representatives, and they're accepting this money, and they're voting for these people instead of doing the job for the people. That needs to be gone. This whole thing, like, if you want to, if you have something decent, go through the normal things. But that's how things are getting through. That's how this whole system has worked. No person in any government should be accepting any money other than into his party, his or her party. Not to buy seats or buy this, because that's what it is. Like, I look at Vance, like that, I'm gonna call him a boy. He says whatever he's got to say to you to your face, but says something different over here. He says something different over here. Like, what? Like, there's no integrity with these people. There's no sense of respect for everybody, including themselves. The lowness that these people have gotten into, like, Trump is not a fucking god. I have friends who don't believe that January 6th happened. She says they were invited. Excuse me? But that's the thing about media. There's a balance, you guys. There's a balance between the spiritual world and the human world. But the one thing that God gave every single one of us is the right to be protected, seen, and loved. And what's going on right now is not love, in my view. I'm not in here to get in a discussion because I dislike politics because of the deception and manipulation. But the thing is, we as individuals need to take more accountability and responsible. Yeah, you're going to find stuff on YouTube that you don't get on mainstream media. I get that. But there's stuff on mainstream media that you're not going to get over there. Because whoever's YouTube channel, right, they can say anything. Like I said, they can take a clip out of something and make it into something that it's not. How irresponsible is that? It's disgusting. Yes, I'm fucking pissed. Because every single one of us humans, like I understand he's a hurt boy and all this stuff, right? Like we're all hurt. But that doesn't mean we treat people the way they're treating people. I know better about your body than you yourself. If I want to fucking grab you, I will grab you and fucking rape you. It's okay. I'm a man. I have a right to do that. Oh, well, it's like I'm famous. That doesn't mean fuck all. And here's the hypocrisy. People were going after Biden because of his age and his mental, and I'm not going to dispute that what happened. He stepped down for the better of the party. I get that. And he did an honorable thing. But everybody's ridiculing Biden. Biden's too old. He's this, he's this. Who in the fuck is Trump? He's old. But there seems to be like a double standard. Because Trump is Trump, he gets away with stuff. That's okay. But if Biden did that, or, it's Harris. Like, I have a huge amount of respect for Harris. I think she's got a good heart, and she, and the one thing that I've discovered, because I keep an open mind, not questioning what they're saying, but I do keep myself open to the possibility maybe they're not speaking truth. Everything that Harris has spoken about her childhood and how come and why she became a prosecutor, she got into law to help people, was when she was a kid, there was a kid next door that was being sexually abused. And Kamala came home and said, Mom, she needs to live with us. Her mother said yes. So the girl came and lived with her. They did an interview with that girl. It was 100% truthful. That's, and that's the thing with all of us, the impact that certain things have had on us and what we do with that energy, we move it forward. Like Kamala wants to help the people, but because she's female, and then to boot, she's black. Also, she's, East Indian. It's like she had so much against her, but look what she accomplished in a couple of months. It was amazing. And I'm proud of her. But my friends in the States, we need to pray for this entire universe, because women deserve to have medical help if they need it. And you may have your opinions about, abortions, okay? You know what? You're not involved in this. If it was involved with you, then you have a right to speak up. But if it has nothing to do with you, stay the fuck out of it, because it's not your business. But we need to protect people to ensure, Roe versus Wade has been in place, 50 plus years? Because women were getting butchered and dying. And women fought to have the right to have a safe abortion if they choose so. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. And so here we are now. Like, it scares the hell out of me. Like, it just infuriates me that it just infuriates me. So just, yeah, I'm gonna be. It would, because like what's crossing my mind this afternoon is like, okay, is it going to be safe for me to go to the States now? I don't know. Because there's a free thing, go ahead, beat somebody up, don't worry about it. No civil, it's just, anyway. So, I don't talk about this stuff very often, but today was a day, and yeah, day and a half. So it's 5:44, perfect timing. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go be quiet. You can tell my cheeks are red. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to lose it, but I am right now. But I'm okay. I'll read that in a bit there. Andrea, I get all of that. It's just, anyway.